Aloha Tacoma family. Welcome back as we continue with the installation video series part 2 of the car trim home T10 head unit for the 3rd gen Toyota Tacoma. In part 2, we will address where each wire from the T10 black main power harness is connected to on the back of the T10. We will also address the additional wire connectors, such as USB 4 and 6 pin, reverse camera, steering wheel, dedicated SIM card tray, and subwoofer, and RCA connectors, GPS antenna, 4G 3G cell and Wi-Fi antenna, along with the optional external microphone. Lastly, we will connect the white connector ends of the black main power wire harness of the T10 to your factory connection wires located in the dash of your 3rd gen Toyota Tacoma. Note: I did not use my external mic, as the sound quality on all my calls from various Droid phones connected to the head unit was loud and clear on both ends with no distortion or issues. Mahalo. From Oahu, Hawaii.
You will remove all 4 10mm bolts that are located on each side, 2 on the and 2 on the right. And after you've removed all 4, you'll just pull your head unit out and unplug the plugs that are connected to it, and then we'll just go ahead and fit them right into the main power harness for the T10 3rd gen Tacoma. So this is what the back looks like with all the plugs. This is a 6-speed manual transmission, so it does not come with JBL in my market here in Hawaii. You can get the premium head unit, which this happens to be, but you will not get XM satellite. You will not get JBL. So my stereo is as stock as can be. All right, I'm going to try to get this right. This is our USB for those of us that want to just use the USB and connect the T10 to the USB plug down there. This gray one here is what I would use on my 2018. So I'm assuming 2016, 2017, 2018, the same color, probably the same with 2019. And then this is going to be part of the wire harness that's going to go in. This here, we will not be using. This is the GPS. So that I'll just put back there. This one here is the FM stereo. So that's going to be this one. All right, so if you see, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, and this. So again, my truck does not come with, because it is a 6-speed manual transmission for the 2018, actually 2016, 2017, 2018, all of the manuals out in Hawaii again, even though you got a sunroof and a premium package in our market. All right, so for the 4G, 3G antenna, for those that are going to use SIM cards, this is what you'll need to make sure that you use as well. I'm going to put mine's up under that white barrier matting. Just like that. I shoved it up there. My GPS antenna is going to be the same way, and it's going to go on the other side. My GPS antenna that you guys are asking about is what? It comes with a GPS antenna. So I'm going to mount my GPS antenna in the cavity, because we cannot use, and I repeat, we cannot use this factory one unless you invest in getting the optional adapter that you can use with this to be mounted onto here. There are some PX6 owners who have done this and it works great, but it is an option that you have to purchase yourself. Go and look it up, search on the group, search the group, look for the adapter that is needed. in order to use and retain your OEM GPS antenna that goes to the shark fin, if I'm not mistaken. No, that does not go to the shark fin. It goes to an antenna that's mounted in the dash as well. All right. Then once you've placed your GPS antenna and your 4G, 3G antenna, go ahead and connect them. What you don't want to have happen is that you're connecting them to the wrong terminals. So I always recommend that you connect it immediately. All right, again, this is for the 3rd gen Tacoma, and this is a T10 install. So before wrapping up the T10 and putting it into its final resting place, a few things that we want to address. We want to make sure that our reverse camera works. So what I did was I put it into reverse, checked to make sure that it wasn't having any issues. So right off the bat, I plugged it into the correct one. Reverse works. The sensor shows up there, just like how the sensor shows up there. And that's reverse. And then the other things that I wanted to address was, even though you are not going to be using your 10 millimeter bracket from the original unit, what I always recommend to people, just like how I did with the Tundra and the 4Runner, and now with the Tacoma. All right, so I quickly wanted to go through the wires that are not plugged in. There's going to be 2 on your main T10 power wire harness that will not be plugged in. Everything else plugs right in. They literally click into place. So as I had mentioned, I would have 5 that would be plugging in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is going to the FMAM stereo. The last thing that I need to connect is to retain my USB in my dashboard, and I'm choosing to use this. I am not going to use this at all. I'm just going to let it sit here. And that is what people who have CarPlay, I don't need that. I've got a dedicated SIM card. And even if so, I run everything native, from the Tundra head unit, the T10, to the 4Runner T10, and now the Tacoma T10. Everything is all going to be run natively, because I don't need to deal with what y'all go through with your connections and stuff, that you have issues with your head units. So it's an Android. It's a tablet. Treat it like that. Run it native if you can. There's ways to be able to do that without having to sacrifice your cell phone and using or utilizing your hotspot from your cell phone. Check it out. The group has lots of resources, from OBD to Wi-Fi in-car adapters to jetpacks that can be used via Verizon, AT&T, as well as T-Mobile. They all have abilities to broadcast mobile hotspot, or you could use your cell phone. Androids are easier. All right, so here we are. I just wanted to quickly show what it looks like with the cords back there and proper cord management. Yes, those are 2 clips from my head unit. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I wanted to quickly do this part and get it back onto the stereo, back onto the dash, and just show you guys with proper cord management that everything is able to fit. I mean, the cavity back there is so large and deep, you can't go wrong. So we'll just go ahead and hit back again, and it brings you back to This is Agama. For those of you that are wondering why my head unit, the face looks different, I'm sorry, but I don't use themes other than Agama because it's easy. I just need to program these quick keys here, and that's it. I don't need to deal with anything else. Agama, you can read about it. You can go to YouTube, pull up Agama launcher on YouTube. Even go to Google and pull up Agama launcher. It has all the information there on what you can do. You can set it up to auto open apps for you. Set it, forget it.
Aloha Tacoma family. This concludes the installation video series part 2 of the car trim home T10-HEAD unit for the 3rd gen Toyota Tacoma. For more information and purchase, join the Facebook group www.facebook.com/groups/PX6 Tacoma. Mahalo from Oahu, Hawaii.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Valkenburg Street.